Close the door. We're on the air. Hey Gems, Renee here, coming to you from Good Enough Mother World headquarters, where I am once again alone, the way I like it. Before I launch into my tirade today, I just got to give a big shout out to Ed Clapp, whose grandson Jordan had surgery today, and by all accounts, it went very well. It was a very long surgery, but it sounds like it went pretty well. And just, Ed, know that all of your Facebook buddies were thinking about you and praying for you and Jordan when the surgery went off at 7:20 this morning. It is day 8 with no wine 30 for yours truly. 8 days. But I have to say, I thought it was going to be much harder than it has been. I've been drinking just a ton of water, and the wine, just today was the first time that I thought, I would like to have a little glass of wine. Today was the first day that I felt that. So other than that, we've been doing pretty well, getting up at 5:30 every morning, going to boot camp, trying to strip off that holiday weight. You know how that goes. I got to lose some LBs because I have to get back in a suit because I'm getting ready for my big turn at the inauguration. For those of you who don't know, BET has asked me to anchor or co-anchor their inauguration with Hill, Harper, and Jeff Johnson. And so I am going to have to put a suit on. That's right. I'm going to have to get out of my jeans and I'm actually going to have to do my hair. You know, it did occur to me that some of you may be coming in on the middle of this movie and don't exactly know what Good Enough Mother means. So I thought I'd better explain that. And if you have heard it or you've figured it out, because the title is kind of self-explanatory, but if you have figured it out, you just sit quietly with the rest of the class and listen. Don't raise your hand and don't talk to your neighbor. Just listen quietly, okay? Good. Good job. Anyway, Good Enough Mother, I came up with the idea back in 2005 because I had all these female friends who were mothers and trying to provide perfect childhoods for their kids. And one in particular, she had worked at the TV station that I worked at, and it was on Halloween, and her kids were in there, and she had to work overtime. And here the kids are in costume, and she felt so horrible about it. They missed trick-or-treating. And she called me, and she said, "Oh, Renee, I just feel like you had the whole work balance thing really well handled." Me? She's talking about the woman on more than one occasion who'd run out of the door with one blue shoe and one black shoe on. It's hard to tell in the dark. They look the same. Midnight blue and charcoal, essentially the same. Anyway, I said to her, "Ginger, listen, your kids are 2 years old and 6 months old. Trust me, they have no idea what Halloween is. Just take them out to the backyard this weekend. Throw some candy out there. Let them run around with their little buckets, pick up the candy. They'll never know the difference. And next year you can have a proper Halloween, that sort of trick-or-treating." I said, sometimes it's okay to just be good enough. And after I sort of uttered those words, I realized, there must really be something here. Good enough mother, good enough mother. And the book was born. My point in writing Good Enough Mother and even talking about it in the websites and all this stuff is that it's impossible really to be the vessel that feeds all of these other people if you don't feed yourself as well, which is why it's so important that we still maintain some of who we were before all of those people came rushing into our lives. We love them. We're happy they're here. But you know what? I was Renee Seiler before I got married to Buff and before I had Casey and Cole. And doggone it, I was happy and sexy. Okay. Anyway, you get my point, all right? So those of you who are watching this who are mothers and feeling like you're not doing a very good job, you're doing just fine. But if you feel like you would want to hear people who are living your life, come over to goodenoughmother.ning.com and sign up, because there's a whole bunch of us just trying to make it happen. All right, so that's it for now. And any minute now, one of these kids is going to come in here and ask for dinner, which, this is I'd rather have a root canal than hear the question, "What's for dinner?" Really. I think tonight it's going to be bacon and eggs. Remember, imperfection. Say it. What is it? Say it. I can't hear you. Imperfection is the new black.